When Cheers first hit the airwaves in 1982, it struggled to find an audience, teetering on the edge of cancellation after just one season. But thanks to the undeniable chemistry and talent of its remarkable cast, the show managed to survive long enough for viewers to realize its true charm. In time, Cheers didn't just become a beloved sitcom, it turned into a cultural phenomenon, launching its stars into the limelight and racking up an astonishing 28 Emmy Awards, 6 Golden Globes, and numerous other accolades. Yet, while audiences laughed along each week, the actors behind the bar carried burdens of their own. Fame brought fortune, but it also led to intense pressures, personal turmoil, and shocking scandals that would leave lasting marks on their lives. Now, more than 40 years later, the cast of Cheers has undergone profound transformations, each with a compelling story to tell. So, what really happened to them? How did their lives unfold? What unexpected twists shaped their journeys? Let's dive into their remarkable stories right now. Ted Danson, a Hollywood star's triumphs and turmoil. When Ted Danson arrived in Hollywood, he had little more than ambition and a dream. Never could he have imagined that playing Sam Mayday Malone on Cheers would turn him into a television legend. But with fame came intense scrutiny, personal struggles, and a life filled with challenges few could have foreseen. Danson's journey is a striking mix of triumph and heartbreak, a story of dazzling highs and painful lows. At 35, he was a relatively unknown actor when he landed the role of Sam Malone. When Cheers debuted in 1982, it struggled to gain traction, nearly facing cancellation after its first season. But with Danson at the helm, supported by an outstanding cast, the show became a sensation, winning over audiences and securing its place in TV history. His portrayal of Sam, a former Boston Red Sox pitcher battling alcoholism while running a cozy Boston bar, resonated deeply, earning him 2 Emmy Awards and 2 Golden Globes. Practically overnight, Danson went from an obscure actor to one of television's biggest stars. The success of Cheers launched him into a thriving film career, with major roles in hits like 3 Men and a Baby, 1987, Saving Private Ryan, 1998, and leading TV roles in CSI and Becker. But while his career flourished, his personal life was far from perfect. Behind the charm and charisma of his on-screen persona was a man struggling with real-life turmoil. His first marriage to producer Cassandra Coates, with whom he had 2 daughters, ended in a highly publicized split in 1993. His relationship with actress Whoopi Goldberg, which began while filming Made in America, brought unwanted tabloid attention. The divorce from Coates became one of Hollywood's most expensive, reportedly costing Danson around $30 million. Despite his professional success, the weight of his personal troubles took its toll. A whirlwind lifestyle of high-profile romances, star-studded parties, and the pressure to maintain his leading man image left him emotionally drained. The man fans adored, as Sam Malone was, in many ways, far different from the one facing real-life struggles. By the late 1990s, however, Danson found stability with actress Mary Steenburgen, though remnants of his past heartaches lingered. Now 75, Danson remains a fixture on television, with acclaimed roles in Fargo, Damages, The Good Place, and Mr. Mayor. Yet, time and life's hardships have left their imprint. No longer the smooth-talking bartender of Cheers, he is a man who has navigated fame's highs and lows, faced health struggles, and confronted the solitude that often comes with a life in the public eye. From Hollywood's golden boy to a man shaped by life's complexities, Ted Danson's story is one of resilience. While he remains dedicated to his craft, behind the camera is a man who has weathered pain, loss, and sacrifice, far from the picture-perfect life so many might have imagined. Shelley Long, Diane Chambers, a departure that sparked lasting regret. not every Cheers star found the same lasting fame as Ted Danson. Shelley Long, the actress who infused Cheers with wit and charm, shone just as brightly in Hollywood's spotlight, at least for a time. Yet, behind the scenes, her journey was anything but smooth. Despite a dazzling rise, Long's career soon became a story of missed chances, unexpected setbacks, and a struggle to hold on to stardom. At 33, she had already won 2 Golden Globes and an Emmy for playing Diane Chambers, an intelligent, sophisticated, yet delightfully neurotic woman who left an unforgettable mark on audiences. But after 5 successful seasons, Long made the surprising decision to leave Cheers behind in pursuit of a film career. Though she later returned for the series finale and made a guest appearance on Frasier, even earning another Emmy nod, her departure changed everything. Sadly, her transition to film didn't go as planned. While she starred in Irreconcilable Differences, 1984, and The Money Pit, 1986, with Tom Hanks, neither film captured the same magic as Cheers. She also headlined Troop Beverly Hills, 1989, a cult favorite, but not the blockbuster success she had hoped for. Taking on the role of Carol Brady in the Brady Bunch movie, 1995, and its sequel brought her renewed attention, but it wasn't enough to reignite her big-screen career. After a string of disappointments, Long refocused on television, taking on the role of Dee Dee Pritchett in Modern Family. While the show was a runaway hit, her part was small, and it never restored her former stardom. As the years passed, her career faded, and her public appearances became scarce. Many still debate whether walking away from Cheers at the height of its success was the misstep that altered her path forever. Looking back, it's hard not to see Shelley Long as a star who had all the right ingredients for a legendary career, but found herself caught in Hollywood's unpredictable tide. While she may not have reached the heights many expected, her portrayal of Diane Chambers remains a timeless treasure. Now 73, Shelley Long still takes on occasional TV roles, though none as defining as Diane. Hers is a career that once burned brightly before slowly dimming, leaving fans wondering what might have been. Yet, despite the ups and downs, her performance on Cheers remains a brilliant chapter in television history, one that will never be forgotten. Kirstie Alley, Rebecca Howe, the bold and unforgettable replacement. When Shelley Long left Cheers, the producers faced a daunting challenge, finding someone who could step into her shoes and reignite the show's magic. Enter Kirstie Alley, cast as Rebecca Howe, Sam's new love interest. Yet, winning over fans who were deeply invested in Sam and Diane's love story was no easy feat. The transition was met with skepticism, but Alley's undeniable talent breathed new life into the show, turning Rebecca into a character just as captivating as her predecessor. At just 31, Alley took on the role of Rebecca and quickly won audiences over with her sharp comedic timing and dynamic performance. Initially portrayed as a confident, no-nonsense businesswoman managing Cheers, Rebecca later evolved into a more vulnerable and endearing figure, navigating romantic misfortunes with both humor and heart. This transformation resonated deeply with viewers, and Alley's work was celebrated with 2 of television's highest honors, a Golden Globe and an Emmy, solidifying her place as one of TV's most beloved actresses. After Cheers ended, Alley enjoyed one of the most versatile careers among the cast. She became a household name with the Look Who's Talking film series alongside John Travolta, which earned her a devoted following. She later starred in Veronica's Closet, playing a sharp-witted lingerie executive, and gained acclaim for her performance in the TV movie David's Mother. She also made waves in reality television, opening up about her weight loss struggles on Kirstie Alley's Big Life and charming audiences with her dance moves on Dancing with the Stars, seasons 12 and 15. In the UK, she surprised fans by finishing as the runner-up on Celebrity Big Brother, And in 2022, she took a playful turn on The Masked Singer, proving she was always up for a new challenge. Despite her success, Ali's career had its share of controversies. One of the most talked about moments was her absence from Frasier, the Cheers spin-off. Fans were eager to see Rebecca Howe again, but Ali declined, citing differences in beliefs, particularly regarding Scientology, her faith. While her decision disappointed many, she remained steadfast in staying true to herself. Off-screen, Ali's personal life was equally eventful. She adopted 2 children with her second husband and later embraced her greatest joy, becoming a grandmother. But just as she seemed to be settling into this new chapter, tragedy struck. In December 2022, her children announced via Instagram that Ali had passed away at 71, following a brief but aggressive battle with cancer. The heartbreaking news stunned fans and Hollywood alike. Her loss was felt deeply by those who knew and loved her. Her Cheers co-star Ted Danson reflected on her passing, sharing, "I am so sad and so grateful for all the time she made me laugh. I will miss her forever." Though her journey was filled with triumphs and challenges, Kirstie Alley's legacy remains intact. As Rebecca Howe, she brought humor, charm, and unforgettable moments to one of television's most iconic shows, a testament to her enduring place in Hollywood history. Kirstie Alley, Rebecca Howe, the bold and unforgettable replacement. When Shelley Long left Cheers, the producers faced a daunting challenge, finding someone who could step into her shoes and reignite the show's magic. Enter Kirstie Alley, cast as Rebecca Howe, Sam's new love interest. Yet, winning over fans who were deeply invested in Sam and Diane's love story was no easy feat. The transition was met with skepticism, but Alley's undeniable talent breathed new life into the show, turning Rebecca into a character just as captivating as her predecessor. At just 31, Alley took on the role of Rebecca and quickly won audiences over with her sharp comedic timing and dynamic performance. Initially portrayed as a confident, no-nonsense businesswoman managing Cheers, Rebecca later evolved into a more vulnerable and endearing figure, navigating romantic misfortunes with both humor and heart. This transformation resonated deeply with viewers, and Alley's work was celebrated with 2 of television's highest honors, a Golden Globe and an Emmy, solidifying her place as one of TV's most beloved actresses. After Cheers ended, Alley enjoyed one of the most versatile careers among the cast. She became a household name with the Look Who's Talking film series alongside John Travolta, which earned her a devoted following. She later starred in Veronica's Closet, playing a sharp-witted lingerie executive, and gained acclaim for her performance in the TV movie David's Mother. She also made waves in reality television, opening up about her weight loss struggles on Kirstie Alley's Big Life and charming audiences with her dance moves on Dancing with the Stars, seasons 12 and 15. In the UK, she surprised fans by finishing as the runner-up on Celebrity Big Brother. And in 2022, she took a playful turn on The Masked Singer, proving she was always up for a new challenge. Despite her success, Alley's career had its share of controversies. One of the most talked about moments was her absence from Frasier, the Cheers spin-off. Fans were eager to see Rebecca Howe again, but Ali declined, citing differences in beliefs, particularly regarding Scientology, her faith. While her decision disappointed many, she remained steadfast in staying true to herself. Off-screen, Ali's personal life was equally eventful. She adopted 2 children with her second husband and later embraced her greatest joy, becoming a grandmother. But just as she seemed to be settling into this new chapter, tragedy struck. In December 2022, her children announced via Instagram that Ali had passed away at 71, following a brief but aggressive battle with cancer. The heartbreaking news stunned fans and Hollywood alike. Her loss was felt deeply by those who knew and loved her. Her Cheers co-star Ted Danson reflected on her passing, sharing, Woody Harrelson, Woody Boyd, from small-town bartender to Hollywood icon. When Woody Harrelson first walked onto the Cheers set in its 4th season, no one could have predicted just how much he would change both the show and his own career. Cast as Woody Boyd, a lovable small-town bartender and former pen pal of the late Coach, Harrelson was just 24 years old when he joined the beloved sitcom. At the time, he was a relatively unknown actor, but it didn't take long for him to win over audiences. His warm, light-hearted portrayal of Woody Boyd filled the void left by Nicholas Colasanto's passing, bringing a fresh dynamic to the Cheers bar. Little did anyone know this role was just the beginning of an extraordinary Hollywood journey. Harrelson's portrayal of Woody, with his endearing innocence and occasional naivety, quickly made him a fan favorite. His performance not only earned him an Emmy Award, but also set the stage for a career that would span decades. Among the Cheers cast, he was the only character to later appear in Frasier, a nod to just how beloved he had become. But Harrelson wasn't content to remain in the sitcom world. He had bigger aspirations, and Hollywood was ready for him. After Cheers, Harrelson seamlessly transitioned to the big screen, proving his depth as an actor in a string of hit films. He made waves with roles in Indecent Proposal, 1993, and Natural Born Killers, 1994, showcasing a grittier, more intense side of his talent. His performances in The People vs. Larry Flynt, 1996, The Messenger, 2009, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, 2017, earned him 3 Academy Award nominations, solidifying his place among Hollywood's elite. Whether playing a controversial publisher, a hardened military officer, or a troubled police chief, Harrelson's ability to disappear into complex roles made him one of the industry's most respected actors. Off-screen, Harrelson found just as much fulfillment. In 2008, he married Laura Louie, his former assistant, and the couple now enjoys a quiet life in Maui, Hawaii, with their 3 daughters. Despite his hectic career, Harrelson remains deeply committed to his family and is also an outspoken advocate for environmental causes, using his platform to promote sustainability. Television audiences welcomed Harrelson back in 2014 when he starred alongside Matthew McConaughey in HBO's critically acclaimed True Detective. The gripping crime drama reintroduced him to TV fans in a whole new way, proving that his talents extended far beyond comedy. Meanwhile, his film career continued to thrive. Harrelson delighted audiences with standout roles in major franchises like The Hunger Games, Now You See Me, Solo, A Star Wars Story, and War for the Planet of the Apes. He also took on the role of the villainous Cletus Cassidy in Venom, Let There Be Carnage, showing once again that he could tackle any genre. At 61, Harrelson remains a Hollywood powerhouse, with his next project, Project Artemis, set to star him alongside Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. From a young actor stepping into a sitcom to a Hollywood heavyweight with an impressive body of work, Woody Harrelson's journey is a testament to perseverance, talent, and the willingness to embrace new challenges. His career continues to inspire, proving that with dedication and adaptability, even a small-town bartender can become a global star. And as he takes on new roles and captivates audiences, Harrelson's legacy is far from finished. Carla Tortelli, Rhea Perlman, the feisty mother of 8, and a life full of twists. Carla Tortelli wasn't just another bartender at Cheers. She was a firecracker, a force of nature wrapped in a petite frame, delivering some of the sharpest one-liners in sitcom history. With her biting sarcasm, fearless attitude, and razor-sharp wit, Carla's presence made every scene more vibrant. Juggling her chaotic life as a mother of 8 while navigating a string of tumultuous relationships, she embodied resilience with a comedic edge. Thanks to Rhea Perlman's masterful performance, Carla became one of the show's most beloved characters, earning Perlman 4 Emmy Awards and 7 Golden Globe nominations. But life after Cheers proved to be an unpredictable journey for Perlman. While Carla had cemented her place in television history, Perlman's career didn't sustain the same momentum once the series ended. Though she found success in Matilda, 1996, playing the hilariously awful mother of the gifted young protagonist, many of her later roles struggled to recapture the widespread acclaim of her sitcom days. Instead, she found herself gravitating towards smaller, less high-profile projects, never quite escaping Carla's long shadow. Beyond her professional challenges, Perlman's personal life also took an unexpected turn. She and Danny DeVito, once one of Hollywood's most enduring couples, shared 35 years of marriage before separating amicably in 2017. Though their split lacked the drama of a typical Hollywood breakup, it marked a profound shift in her life. Perlman faced the emotional weight of ending a decades-long partnership, confronting the solitude and reflection that often accompany such a transition. As both her career and personal life evolved, Perlman worked to adjust to her new reality. Though no longer a dominant force in Hollywood, she remained active, taking on roles in projects like 13 the Musical, 2022, Netflix's You People, and voicing Sid in Star Wars: The Bad Batch. Yet, as the entertainment industry continued to change, Perlman, now 74, found herself navigating the realities of aging in a profession that often prioritizes youth and reinvention. Despite these shifts, Perlman's influence endures. While she may never again hold the spotlight as she did in her Cheers heyday, she remains a vital part of television history. Behind the laughter and the sharp comebacks, she is a woman who has faced the highs and lows of fame with resilience, humor, and authenticity. She may not be a reigning Hollywood star, but she is something perhaps more meaningful, a cherished figure whose work still resonates with audiences who remember the golden era of sitcom television. Though the peak of her career may be behind her, Rhea Perlman's portrayal of Carla Tortelli guarantees her a lasting legacy. Her journey serves as both a testament to her talent and a reflection of the bittersweet nature of fame. In the ever-changing world of entertainment, she remains a symbol of perseverance and comedic brilliance, proving that true impact lasts long after the cameras stop rolling. Norm Peterson, George Wendt, from unemployed accountant to bar legend. After Carla's razor-sharp wit, another unforgettable presence enters the spotlight, always with a beer in hand and a knowing smirk. But while Norm Peterson delivered endless laughs from his familiar corner of the Cheers bar, his path wasn't always as lighthearted as the jokes he shared. Norm, the lovable yet perpetually unemployed accountant with a sharp sense of humor, became one of Cheers' most iconic characters. With every entrance, the resounding chorus of "Norm" from the bar's patrons set the stage for another round of clever one-liners and classic sitcom moments. His easygoing charm and relatable struggles made him a fan favorite, solidifying his place as the bar's unofficial mascot. When George Wendt took on the role at age 36, he was initially meant to be a minor background character in the pilot. However, his effortless comedic timing and likable presence quickly made Norm an essential part of the show. Alongside Sam and Carla, Norm became one of only 3 characters to appear in every single episode of Cheers. Wendt's work on the show earned him 6 Emmy nominations, proving that sometimes the most unexpected characters leave the biggest mark. Yet, away from the laughter of Cheers, Wendt's career didn't follow the same easy flow as Norm's endless supply of beer. Though he reprised the role for a guest appearance on Frasier, his attempts to build on his sitcom success fell short. His own series, The George Wendt Show, failed to connect with audiences and was canceled after only a few months. This was a harsh reality of the entertainment industry. Even the most beloved television stars don't always find lasting success beyond their breakout roles. Despite his efforts, Wendt never quite recaptured the magic of his Cheers years. On the home front, however, Wendt found stability and happiness. Married to actress Bernadette Burkett since 1978, the couple raised 3 children together. While his personal life remained free from Hollywood scandals, Wendt faced the challenge of staying relevant in an industry that often prioritizes fresh faces. Though he continued to take on smaller roles in television and film, his career gradually settled into a quieter phase, far from the mainstream spotlight. Now 74, George Wendt's days of barstool banter may be behind him, but his legacy as Norm Peterson remains as strong as ever. His life now revolves around family and the occasional acting gig, though none have captured the widespread attention of his Cheers days. While Norm exists more as a cherished memory from television's golden age, his presence still lingers in the hearts of longtime fans. Through all the ups and downs, Wendt's portrayal of Norm remains a defining part of television history. Norm Peterson isn't just a sitcom character, he's a symbol of laughter, camaraderie, and the everyday humor that made Cheers so special. Cliff Clavin, John Ratzenberger, the know-it-all mailman, and a voice acting legend. No trip to Cheers was complete without the resident know-it-all, Cliff Clavin. With his postal uniform neatly pressed and an endless supply of obscure facts, most of them wildly inaccurate, Cliff brought a unique brand of humor to the beloved bar. Originally a role created specifically for John Ratzenberger after he was passed over for Norm, Cliff quickly became one of the show's most hilariously offbeat and unforgettable characters. Ratzenberger's sharp improvisational skills and natural comedic timing transformed Cliff from a minor character into a series regular by season 2. His signature trait, spouting exaggerated trivia with unwavering confidence, made him a fan favorite. Week after week, audiences couldn't help but laugh as Cliff delivered his unsolicited wisdom, much to the eye-rolling amusement of his fellow barflies. Ratzenberger's performance earned him 2 Emmy nominations, and Cliff's rambling monologues became a key ingredient in Cheers' comedic brilliance. But while Cliff Clavin may have been his most recognizable on-screen role, Ratzenberger's greatest success came from an entirely different corner of Hollywood: voice acting. He holds a unique distinction in the world of animation, having voiced a character in every single Pixar film, from Toy Story to Monsters, Inc. to Finding Nemo. With his warm yet distinct voice and impeccable comedic delivery, he brought to life some of Pixar's most beloved side characters, cementing his legacy in a whole new way. Away from the microphone, however, Ratzenberger's journey has had its own ups and downs. While he thrived in both television and voice acting, his name no longer carries the same marquee appeal it once did. Now 75, he remains a cherished figure in entertainment, still taking on voice roles and the occasional comedic film appearance. Though no longer a leading man, his work continues to delight audiences young and old, proving that talent and passion don't fade with time. Looking back on his career, Ratzenberger's path has been filled with both triumphs and challenges. Much like Cliff Clavin, he has had to navigate shifting times, adapting to the ever-changing demands of the industry. Yet, through it all, his enthusiasm for storytelling has never wavered. Whether lending his voice to a new animated classic or stepping in front of the camera for a nostalgic role, he remains committed to his craft, ensuring his presence is still felt in Hollywood. More than 4 decades later, Cheers remains etched in the hearts of fans. From its instantly recognizable theme song to its unforgettable cast of characters, the show is more than just a nostalgic favorite. It's a timeless tribute to friendship, resilience, and the ability to navigate life's twists and turns. The stories of these beloved characters remind us of the deep bonds we form, the humor that comes with life's imperfections, and the joy found in shared experiences, both good and bad. Do you see a bit of yourself in their journeys? Or do you have your own story of growth and transformation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for reading, and we'll see you next time.